financial system is it's in a different place today than it was 10 and 20 years ago. It's as a result of the credit crisis, everyone is very focused on costs, everyone is very focused on automation, everyone is focused on creating operational efficiencies. As a result of that same credit crisis, all of the regulators around the world are very focused on risk management and how to basically create more transparency and provide more guarantees of integrity. To the extent this technology supports that, it's a win for everybody. To the extent the technology wants to go around those markets and go outside of the financial industry and create a competing industry that's not aligned with regulators, I think there'll be a challenge. So I think it's really important for the traditional financial industry, the regulators, and fintech, and the emerging vendors and the emerging brilliant innovators in this new ecosystem to all come together. The interesting thing about the Chamber of Digital Commerce is it's a place where a lot of them do come together. So if a firm sent a buy and you sent a sell, and I actually had the money to pay for the securities right now, and you had the securities to sell, we can make arrangements through DTCC to settle in real time. T0, as they say. But most of the time, firms sell what they don't have and they buy what they can't pay for. And that's often because they're paying because they sold some other securities and they're going to receive the proceeds from that and make the purchase of some new asset, some new stock. So we've worked with the industry on making the entire financial system more interconnected, more resilient, more real-time. Processing in equities is a very low-cost process right now. There are a lot of more complicated processes that have not had the investment of the industry or of central infrastructure in automation. So we're continuing to add capabilities. We've done a lot with the global derivatives market over the last few years. We've worked with a number of organizations on legal entity identification, so everyone has a common identifier for legal entities. We've worked with the insurance business on and the ETF industry on automation. So we continue to roll out new capabilities for the industry. The industry trusts us as a central regulated industry-owned and governed organization to do exactly what's right for the industry in a way that adheres to global and domestic regulators. I don't think it's a buzzword because I think the technology is a significant advance where you've brought together distributed computing, peer-to-peer networking, encryption, hashing, the notion of incentive models, the notion of consensus models. So there's a whole bunch of things that came together to build a new foundation that didn't exist before. Is it in its current state as good as it's going to get? No. It's going to mature significantly. The smart contract languages are going to evolve and change significantly. Database languages continue to change. And here's a set of languages that have only been around for a few years, so I think they're going to change in a very significant manner. Likely they're going to make leaps and bounds exponentially in terms of capabilities. And being there at the beginning is exciting to us, and helping work with the industry and with the chamber and with government and helping to shape how people get their understanding of this and how this gets socialized and how policies get made. That's exciting for us.